Hello, thank you for clicking on this video. This is one you can kind of have on in the background while you are getting stuff done. Hopefully a few of these points will be helpful and perhaps make you feel less alone, because that's definitely how I've been feeling. So I've got my notes here, so I will be glancing so that I can keep things in order. So, things I wish I knew before becoming a mum. That's what I wanted to go through. You might have kids. It's helpful if you have kids already. It might be that you're pregnant, you're thinking of having kids. Before I go into the list, in my opinion, it takes over your life. It absolutely does. So if you are thinking, maybe it'd be nice to have a baby, it'd be lovely, think hard. Are you ready to give up a lot of how your life is? Because that is the reality of it if you want to do it well. I know those are strong words, but that's what I think. Feel free to disagree and please let me know in the comments. So my daughter is 3.5. She's my only one. I am sharing custody of her with her dad, and we have her about half the time each. So that's my situation. So I'll jump right in then. First of all, everything is a phase. A lot of these feel like they are based on cliches, but it is the cliches that get you through, because when they have not slept for however many nights and you are thinking, I can't actually survive this, it will stop. It will go away. Toddlers especially, they do things like they don't eat for 2 days and then they eat everything. And, their bodies are doing all sorts of things, and just don't worry about it too much. Maybe they are biting their nails and their nails are bleeding. My daughter went through that. Maybe they are, I don't know, there's all sorts of weird, not even weird, developmental habits that they might pick up that are worrying, but they pass. Things will pass. Secondly, this one is an oldie but a goodie. The days are long, but the years are short. Sometimes you are praying to get to the end of a day. I hear you. I am there with you sometimes, and you feel bad about it, but it's okay to feel like that. It's hard work. So remember though, you'll look back and go, oh my God, how are they 1? How are they 2? How are they 3? Where did that go? So things go by quickly, even though it doesn't feel like it in the middle of the day. Some really helpful advice I've had is from an Instagram company called Big Little Feelings. If you don't follow them, I would follow them. I have bought into their courses, but they put a lot of free stuff online for help with things 1 to 6, children aged 1 to 6. And one of the things they talk about a lot is accepting feelings, children accepting their own feelings, but also us accepting their feelings. And my biggest bit of advice with this is go with it, go with how they feel and try not to fight it. That if they are crying or they're upset or they're screaming or they're whining, that's hard for us. We hate hearing and watching that. We don't want them to be upset, and it can be quite triggering and overwhelming for us. But you can't stop it, and trying to stop it mostly makes it worse. So accept their feelings. Okay, mummy, turn the TV off because it's time to go to bed. It's okay to be upset about that. We'll have more TV tomorrow. Just accept it. And don't go, oh, don't cry, it's okay. Or, why are you upset? That was nothing. Or just go and play. Try not to go against how they're feeling. It's okay to say, you can stay with me till you feel ready to go and play. It's all right to be nervous. Sometimes I feel nervous too. It's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to hit somebody. When we're angry, why don't we stomp our feet? Or why don't we take some deep breaths? Teach them what you want them to do, but you can't teach them not to have feelings. It's not realistic. Same as with the tantrums and meltdowns. Trying to stop them makes them last longer. Wait with them while it's happening. Just be with them. Go, I can see that you're angry. I'm right here with you. You don't have to do anything else. Pushing them into, not literally, or maybe depending how you feel, into another room, telling them for a timeout, telling them to go and calm down or sit in their room. I believe that teaches them, when you are having feelings that I don't like, I'm going to put you on your own. I'm not going to support you. Rather than, these feelings are normal and I will stay with you in them. Now, I appreciate that is so hard when you are trying to get out the door for work. I've had this struggle myself recently. I've been there at like 8:15. My daughter's late for preschool. I'm late for work. I am getting really stressed and panicky. I have begged her to just get in the car, pleaded. And I thought, I need to change this. And all I am doing is leaving probably quarter of an hour earlier to allow time for the probable meltdown that will come over, whatever. Sometimes we don't even know why. Probably because she doesn't want to go, but it might not appear that way. It might be about a coat or shoes or whatever it might be. So I'm just allowing that time. And if all goes well and we get in the car 15 minutes early, fine. I am willing to drive around for that time because it makes us less stressed and that's easier. Oops. So there are ways around things. And sometimes make peace with being late. I know that is really hard when it's work and things like that. If it's meeting someone for coffee or it's being at soft play, just sometimes go, okay, we're going to be late today. That's fine. Or even we're going to miss it today. That's okay. I'm not going to remember this in 5 years. Sometimes we need a bit of perspective, even though it seems so stressful in the moment. And I am absolutely saying this to myself as well. One of the best bits of advice I've had, if your child is not okay in some way, if they are struggling in some way, take them outside or put them in water. That is such good advice and it does work a lot of the time. Even if it's the middle of the day and they're just whining or they're bored or whatever it is, go and run a bath. Play outside with a watering can or a hose pipe or whatever. If you're like me, you might not like mess, but the water's not that bad. Or just go outside. Even if you just go outside and look at nature. Let's go and find an ant. Let's look at some leaves. I mean, it ties my stomach in knots doing activities like that because I am quick-paced, impatient. I am not good at doing things slowly. But for the children, put them outside, noisy lorry, or put them in water really, really helps to kind of reset them. There's probably some scientific evidence that I don't know, but I'm sure there is. Next piece of advice, if you have help available, try to accept it. Find your village, even if you have to pay for your village and you have to send them to nursery or preschool or whatever, you need a break. And they need interaction with other people. It's not good for them to be with one person all the time anyway. Maybe as babies, that's more okay. But as they start getting older, accept help. You know, it's okay for them to go somewhere for a couple of hours, or for even if you have help in a different way and you want to stay with your children, which I get. You know, if somebody says, do you want a dinner tonight, or do you want me to drop this off instead of you coming to pick it up? My instinct is always to go, no, I can do it. Accept the help if you can. Just take a breath and go, thank you, that would be a help. I know it's hard. And fight guilt. Guilt is there whatever you do. If you do baking with your kids, I feel like I should have taken them outside. If you go to work, maybe I should be a stay-at-home mum. If you do anything brings guilt for something. So try to just let it go, because you are going to feel guilty whatever you do, and there's no need. You are doing a good job. If you're doing your best, then that's amazing, and there is so much your kids won't remember. The thing I feel most guilty about is when I snap or shout at my daughter because I have lost it. She's pushed me to my edge, and then I have gone really screamed at her, why aren't you just getting dressed? It's not difficult, just put these clothes on, we're going to be late. That sort of thing. And then I feel terrible. It's okay to do that because you're human. but repair it. When things are calm, say something like, Mummy shouted at you earlier. That must have made you feel sad. Mummy got really angry and she shouldn't have shouted. Mummy is really sorry. Next time, Mummy will take some deep breaths. And just say like, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Next time I'll do this, if you can. Find what is stressful and try and problem solve it. Like for me, it was the mornings, getting out in the mornings. There's a video on my channel about problem solving for any problem. So please watch that and see if it works for your problem. Maybe it's bedtime. There will be a way around it. Everything is figure outable. Just to say, children will push you to all extremes of emotion. They will make you feel the highest highs and the lowest lows. I had an hour with my daughter the other day where I cried twice, one out of absolute frustration and anger, and the other one at how adorable and wonderful she is, in the same hour. They will push you, and that's okay. You can handle it. What else? Just 2 more, so stay with me. Everyone has an opinion. You know that, especially if you've had a baby. Oh my word, there are opinions about everything. Feel free to listen to them, but you can say no. You are the strong caregiver and you have a gut feeling and you should listen to that because you are probably right. Sod what everyone else thinks. And the last one I think is important to mention. If you don't connect with your children sometimes, even if you've just had a baby and you don't feel like there's a connection yet, that is so much more normal than you think. Because if you think about it, this is quite a thankless task at times, especially with babies, because even before they are smiling and things like that, they just take from you, and that's not their fault. They take from you all through pregnancy. They make you feel awful. They make you put on weight. They take away your sleep. They take a strength from your body. What is there to like about that? I'm sorry, but I'm just being real. The rewards come. They do come when they are smiling at you and they're cute and it's lovely. But if you are not feeling positive feelings, that is okay. You are allowed to not like your children at points. Handle it well, but you are allowed to feel anything. Just act on it responsibly. On that note, have a lovely day and thanks for watching. All experiences, please comment. I'd love to hear them. Bye.